Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shopping. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
First pitch moments away. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Kyle Bradish. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know, this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Derek Jeter, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Ball. 2-0.
And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And step. In for the Yankees, Bernie Williams, 8th best batting average in the American League. Oh, he hit him.
Take your base.
And that got him pretty flush. First and second, no outs. And here is Babe Ruth, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one off the mark. Ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike. Jeter at second. Williams at first with no outs. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Garrett will hit next.
Everyone anticipating what could be home run number 500 for his career.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. Down the line, and it's foul. Outside low. And now 3 balls and a strike. And that'll load the bases.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So bases all loaded up. Here's a big power threat. Mickey Mantle. That one outside. 1-0. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Little chopper rolls foul.
They need a strike. Out, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Down the middle for a strike, and it's 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And it remains 2-2. Bases juiced, no outs. That one lifted to left. Tracks it down for the out. And that is a big first out.
Well, it was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run.
And now George Brett. Golden opportunity right here.
1-0.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
And that's outside. 3-1 now.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Struck him out looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
That one not close. And that's ball 1. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. O'Neill drifts towards it, brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now a 1. And we're back. And on the hill, the lefty, Babe Ruth. Singing always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low 2s. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
Swinging a foul straight back. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's the third baseman, Brooks Robinson. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Out to short. In time to Gehrig. Robinson retired.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter. Rolled over it, got the ground out.
Eddie Murray, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Henderson over at second, one down. Fouled off down the right side. Man at second. And a foul ball. Out to short, Jeter. Murray retired.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Cal Ripken.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Towards first, and that's just foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Runner at second, two down. The 0-2. Curve in the dirt.
1-2.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Two outs and one in scoring position. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it.
Back here in Baltimore, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Stephen Kwan. Bradish back to work. And that one fouled off. That one ripped. Ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Jose Ramirez.
That is now the second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Check swing, called strike. One out, base is empty. Line drive, Westberg to first, and Ramirez is set down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Next offering way off the plate. And there's the ball.
2-2.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the Yanks go in order. They're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1.
0-1.
A former MVP. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. The 1-2. That's down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now snap throw to first, and he's back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Colton Cowser in the box now. Takes strike 1.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that.
Rudder takes off, swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab, and there's one away. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ball 1 there.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
That one misses. Ball 2.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Now 3-0. Step off throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. And that's the second disengagement now. Late on that fastball.
3-1.
Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a foul out of play. fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Laureano comes up to hit. Snap throw to first. Westbrook back easily. Swings through that one for strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No runs. On to the 3rd inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Bernie Williams. And a foul ball.
It's never a fun experience for a pitcher going against Williams. He can swing it from both sides of the plate and make you look silly doing it. There's no easy way of attacking him.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. O'Neill hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Babe Ruth getting ready to hit. Doubled in his first AB. There's a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. O'Neill makes the grab for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 4, Lou.
And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. His next home run will be the 500th of his career. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into
number 7,
that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And next for New York, Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 1. This one in the dirt. Garrett stands at second with 2 gone. That one almost got him. In the dirt. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut, Samuel Basallo. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
No, that's out.
And strike 2.
2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie, and trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missed.
That's outside. Ball.
And now the count is even.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Robinson in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. On to the 4th. And stepping in for the Yankees, George Brett. Just missed.
Ball.
Brett measures 6 feet even, more than 1,500 runs batted in his career, and they traded for him earlier this year. That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one missed.
3-0.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. Fly to left his first time. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Brett gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that's
No,
down
that
and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Ball.
And that misses as well. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven.
First and second. No outs. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Double play ball to second. Over to Ripken. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Ramirez. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to Murray, and the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Eddie Murray. That's in for a strike.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's a little bit high.
That's a ball.
Now 1-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
That's the ball.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Cal Ripken Jr. The next to hit for the Orioles. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Good eye right there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Makes the catch for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. Walked his first time.
Westburg.
Clips the corner, 0-1. Murray stands at first with one out. A changeup missing, and that's ball one. Just missed. Hit softly on the ground to third. On to second. They get one to Gehrig in time. That's an inning-ending double play.
Poetry.
Back here in Baltimore, we go to the top of the fifth. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. Bradish back to work. The shortstop takes the ball. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Fouled off. He was late. Now this is in the air down the line. He's there. He's got it. One down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Bernie.
So digging in, Bernie Williams. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That's in there. That's strike one. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
for me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
The 1-2 goes down looking. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. And that's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Basallo collects, fires to first. In time. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Colton Cowser. And that one clips the corner. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill, struck out looking at his first at bat. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting.
Here's Ramon Laureano. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're Back. Now it's going to be Lou Gehrig. That one fouled off.
Goes without saying, one of the biggest legends of the game here in Gehrig, probably the greatest first baseman of all time.
And that is out of play. In 1929, Gehrig slashed 300, 431, 584. Not too bad, right? Well, that was maybe the worst season of his career. Tells you about what kind of player he was. That one is absolutely belted. And
That's
a foul ball.
And Gehrig only drove in 125 runs in that subpar 1929 season. This guy was an RBI machine. He held the record for career grand slams as well for 75 years.
Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. That's outside.
No, that's outside.
And it's
Ball.
1-0. On the ground to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to Murray in time, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now at the plate, George Brett. He is struck out, and he is walked. Strike on the inside corner. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kyle Bradish won't go any further, and he exits in line for the loss, but overall.
Pitching for the
Keegan Aiken taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Posada stands in now and watches strike 1. Brett leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Here's the 0-2. He goes down looking. The Yanks lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Samuel Basallo.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat. Get that first hit at the big league level.
Out there to center. Mantle makes his way towards it. Long run. Nice grab. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Henderson in the box again. takes a strike. Very high with that one. And 1-1. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Robinson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Foul ball there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a ball. Two outs. And he grounds one to the right side. Ramirez tosses to first. Robinson retired. That ends the frame. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. And it remains. Back now at Oriole Park. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Yankees, Stephen Kwan. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Yennier Cano is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Kelly getting loose as well. That's off the mark, and now 2-0. That one almost got him. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ramirez stands in now and watches strike 1. That one ripped, but foul. Kwan on at first. Nobody out. Out towards right center field. Cowser. Long run into the gap. Dives and he can't hang on. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. He got that front foot down and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Line drive. Base hit into the outfield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle. Not a whole lot of velocity right on top of it. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Williams at the plate and takes high there.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Ground ball left side, down the line, and it's foul.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Outside, 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 run's in. A second scores as well, coming home. He's safe, and they clear the bases. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Keegan Aiken gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
Coming out for the Orioles, Gregory Soto.
Number 65.
The southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Soto.
Now up as the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. This guy with light tower power. Not close with that one. Ball 1. Right side, and it goes just foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Fought off foul. Close, but called a ball. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
1 away with a runner at third. And a ball evens the count.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. O'Neill pulls that one down. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and the lead is up to 5. Mickey Mantle digs in now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Inning over. Although plenty of damage done. Back here in Baltimore, set for the last half of the 7th. And into the box for Baltimore, Eddie Murray.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swings through that one.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one
1-2.
misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ripped on the ground to second. Murray retired.
Now batting, the shortstop, Cal Ripken.
Now it's the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. Both 2 in this one. Outfield playing straight up now. And that
That's
misses. 1-0.
1-0.
Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. The Yankees leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
Just
Nope.
misses
Ball.
with that one.
2-2.
And that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Babe Ruth is done. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after.
Pitching for the Yankees, number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
And that's in for a strike. Clase, a 6'2 righty, 205 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
No, that's out.
Misses outside,
That's a ball.
and it's 2-1. Ripken leads off first with 1 away. Fouls one off, 2-2. In the air, right side, Williams sizes this one up. And there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Kauser at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Ramirez. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it.
Pitching for the Orioles,
We go to the 8th, and stepping in
Number
for the Yankees,
58.
George Brett.
Cionel Perez.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
To third, Robinson. Slings it across, Brett out on the play.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, left fielder,
and up next for New York, Stephen Kwan. 1 for 3.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. In the dirt. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, right side. Westberg. Throw to first in time.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Jose Ramirez stepping in now for the Yankees. Now fly ball to right center. Cowser on the move to the gap. Nabs it. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Clase back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Clase, an all-star a season ago. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. That one missing inside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Misses inside, and that's ball 3.
I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
The right fielder, number 12.
And the batter now, Ramon Laureano, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
The 1-0. That clips the corner.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
O'Neill aboard here at first with nobody out. That's down and in. Next offering is fouled back. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and one gone.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout.
Pitching for New York, number 52, John Franco.
Basalo in the box again, takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Goose Gossage preparing to come on if needed. Smith also getting ready. Pitch misses there. 1-1. Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one missed. That one the other way. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out. Gunnar Henderson with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boo. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Now the infield shifts to double play depth. And a foul ball. And now the 0-1. And that's outside.
1-1.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. So 2 down now. And here is Brooks Robinson. 0 for 3 in this one. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Orioles strand a couple. It's 5-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yennier Cano.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Jeter at the plate now. That's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Grayson Rodriguez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. That pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Williams now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Just missed.
That missed.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Downstairs, and that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. On the ground to first. Could be 2. There's 1. Over to Murray for the inning-ending double play. 3 up, 3 down that time. Heart of the order. 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And into the box for Baltimore, Eddie Murray. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Fastball is outside. Drilled out towards left center field. Kwan going back. Up against the wall and brings it in.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop, Cal Ripken.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Ripken in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. The Yanks leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound.
Now pitching for New York, number 54, Luis Gassi.
And that one hammered way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they've got their first run. It's 5-1.
Well, there goes the shutout. Just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start.
And now, Jordan Westburg. That's the 3rd. Brett fires over to first, and they're down to their last out.
Up next for the Orioles, the center fielder,
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch misses. And another ball. And it's fouled away. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. He swings and fouls one off. This could end it. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, it looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.